going on, guys? Duali Abdullah here. I'm just outside here, which I think is not the best place to film because there is a lot of noise at the background. But yeah, this is my office environment, our studio. I just came out here to pick up this Sony FX2 just to film this right now because I have a friend of mine who is coming to pick me up, and then we'll be going out to go have some fun. So today I'm gonna start by answering some of the few questions I got from my previous videos, which is how I tend to vlog with a big setup like this. It's something that I'm gonna be discussing later on in the vlog, so you may want to stick around. And the next question was about the lens I use on my latest video that I just posted. So I used the viltron 50mm 2.0, and the last question is someone asking me if I could be able to come up with a tutorials video on how I color grade. I'm hoping this video is not going to be that long for you to stick around so that I can do the simple tutorial video on how I color grade my footage. Want to make use of this time and reply how I could be able to vlog in public with this huge setup that I have right now. The confidence that I have doing that does not just come in one day. Like, it's something that I've been preparing for quite a long time. I tend to train myself on how to vlog. I also had the realization nobody actually gives a damn about what you do. Yeah, but then and the other positive side of the thing is that people tend to find you cool holding a vlog camera. They might be thinking that you are famous, but in reality, I'm not. So I think I've tried it once and it was so much positivity. Second time, and I was enjoying the vlog. Sometimes I didn't even plan to do anything, but when I take the camera, people are looking at me, you know. People tend to do more crazy stuffs in front of the camera. When they see you with the camera, they want to do something crazy. Nobody knows you, nobody knows your name. So what's the point of, you know, feeling shy or scared to vlog? The other day, I remember I was also vlogging in my community. A random kid just come up to me and say hi to my camera. I mean, what is more cooler than that? So it's just like what I said. People see you to be cool, holding a very big setup. They know that you. So we actually made it to this spot to take a rest. This current spot that we are in right now, as May just told me, is an abandoned amusement park. Unfortunately, people stopped coming and then it just liquidated. It has this type of European vibes, which is why you see a lot of people with different kind of costumes are coming in here to snap photos and videos. Just like us, we also come here to vlog and take some cool videos. And I'm hoping you guys are already enjoying it. And if you make it to this part of the video, please, it just takes you a single second to just press that like button, subscribe, and be part of the family. Alright guys, welcome back. I just made it to the office. This is the second day of filming this, and I wanted to come up with this tutorial video as simple as possible. So a little bit of a disclaimer here. I am not a colorist, so do not expect so much from me. This is a simple method that I come up with that makes my workflow faster and easier. And it tends to be working for me. I just needed to say that, and let's just begin. So first of all, I'm going to be using two different plugins. First, I'm gonna go ahead and create some serial node and label them. So we're gonna label this as CST in lens node. So these are the very two plugins, third-party plugins that we're going to be using in this color grading method. I mostly put them up just to spice up my footage a little bit. So my CST, and first of all, before we go ahead and do all of this, you have to make sure that your color management is something like this. DaVinci YRGB has to be like that, and then Rec 709/A, it has to be like that. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the color space transform to these and space transform to these. I shot this footage on Sony camera, so in your input color space you are going to select the Sony S gamma Cine, and then the input gamma is S-Log 3, and output color space DaVinci wide gamut, and output gamma is going to be DaVinci intermediate. So, and then we are going to quickly go to CST alt, DaVinci wide gamut, intermediate, DaVinci intermediate, Rec 709, and gamma 2.4. So just like that, we already have our footage from that to this. And there is one more thing I need to do here, which is tune mapping on and then take it to the max. So the exposure, we are gonna go and do some little tweaks here, because the kind of look that I'm going for is a little bit warm. So we are going to temper with that as well a little bit. Just making it nice and easy. The good thing about this, you can just go ahead and play around to see what works the best for you. We'll also go to the Dehancer and bring our Dehancer Pro. So what I'm gonna do first is go ahead and disable all tools and then do everything. So the source has to be Rec 709, and I'm gonna be selecting some of the Kodak film. That is one thing that I just love to apply with the Dehancer. Then you press enable. Okay, and then we go to film develop at the dial, and then we go to film compression, and then I'm gonna max out the density just like that. So, and here, which is the density, this is where I'm gonna start pulling in the colors the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna go right click and then change color space. I'm gonna select the HSV and dial on this toggle, go to channel, disable channel 1 and also disable channel 2. Go to your primary color wheels here, and then dial on this log. As you can see, as I'm doing it, the colors are popping on here. As you can see, this is one of the biggest source that I have here. So from there, I'm gonna just start adding up the base things that I needed to. So you could see, as I said, I'm gonna be going for this warm tone, going for that, and then we go for log. I'm also freestyling in these. Mostly I just work with them to see what suits my taste the most. So just go ahead and play with this around to see, and highlight. The tone, the mid tones, which I don't really do too much here, and also our shadows. Okay, one last note that I missed to create is our curve. Also go here, create a little S curve here, just a little bit, to add that little contrast we are having here.
So just like that, we are coming from something like this to this. A huge difference, right? And then the last one is the lens node. As I told you, it's also another third-party plugin. Gonna apply it on here. As you can see from the first look, it looks so bad. And we're gonna go with DaVinci white garments, and I usually use this and just overall reduce the master blend a little bit, the overdrive as well, and then reduce the f-stop sharpness. Yes, so one more thing is individual. I'm gonna go ahead and enable this individual controls and reduce the vignette to the max, like I'm reducing it to 0 completely. I'm still gonna go around and play with this. And yeah, for me it's pretty much that is mostly what I do with my footage. I don't do much. So yeah, that is pretty much that. Just like I said, I love to make my things very simple, because from the beginning when I also started, I find it very hard to color grade my own footage. Finding a method that works for me was the best thing I ever did. Throughout all my footages, this is what this is the same method that I take. So yeah, if you find this video really helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment any sort of thing that you may want to learn. So yeah, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. And for all the people that ask me this question, I hope I've answered it in a proper way. If not, then maybe, I don't know. So yeah, catch you up in the next one. Peace.